This is pre-recorded, not a live stream. um, I don't know why, but for the longest time I've been fighting doing this recording, live stream, whatever, or saying this on this channel, but we're getting more people in here too, and God's been telling me, Ron, you got to say this, you got to say it, you got to say it, and I'm finally breaking. And it's not because of anybody, before anybody thinks that they did something or whatever. They did not. They may have reinvigorated the the spirit in me working. So, but no, nobody did nothing. This is something that can be sad, maybe a little dark for some people. Your discretion advised. But this is faith-based, okay? And I don't know where to really begin. May the Spirit guide me and direct me on how to tell people this stuff. So let's just start by, we all acknowledge and know how God works in mysterious ways. Sometimes it's like, why? How? And there's points where it doesn't make sense. But anyway, so with that in mind, when I was growing up as a young kid, before I knew God, God knew me. Okay? I was heavily bullied. I do mean heavily, and I'm not using that as a joke because I was a bigger kid. I was chunky. And before I left high school, I was up to 245 pounds, and I was in a snooty neighborhood at the time that pretty much only cared about the football players, which I was playing football. Then as soon as I left football, the bullying started again. Okay. So, sorry about that. Anyway, so with bullying came a lot of problems, as we can admit, as we know nowadays. I fought off thoughts of and I'm talking at a young age, too young to even. Okay, this one I didn't realize this was going to be hard to get through. I've thought thoughts of ending the pain I was in. Now then, like I just said, God knew me before I knew God. Like all of us. And God worked through the most unusual way some people can think. God saved me through music. Okay? He saved my life through music. And some people will not believe this, and I don't care if you believe it or not. But I know God worked in my life this way. You weren't there. So he sent me the band KISS. What some people have it embedded in their head, it stands for something satanic. Well, guess what? You're not a KISS fan. KISS fans um, were like family, more than any other band I've ever seen. And I do like other bands. And not only that, we got to know each member of the band as if they were a family member themselves. You know, and a lot of us found ourselves, in one or the other band member. You know, we knew their birthdays, we knew their hobbies. Kiss fans are what they call, I guess you say, ravenous. I don't know what word to use. So the name Kiss did not mean anything satanic. Satanic. Kiss started in a glam metal scene in New York City. They had a glam name, but a different look. Kiss means kiss. Like you would kiss somebody. Does it say for kids or knights in Satan's service? Get it out of your head and stop thinking you know everything. But God sent Kiss into my life and worked through Kiss to save mine. And other bands too afterwards. He took, I mean, I knew Kiss my whole life because of my brother. But I didn't really start getting into them until around 8 years old. He sent Kiss into an 8-year-old's life to save his life. God worked through Kiss to do that. I wouldn't be here today without him. Without God, obviously. But without God working through Kiss and him sending Kiss to me, or me to Kiss, you wouldn't be seeing me right now. Some people don't know that. A lot of people don't. The whole point of me saying this here is judge not, yet ye be judged. God works in many, many mysterious ways. Okay? And before you think Kiss is satanic and everything, go listen to the song God Gave Rock and Roll to You from them. It's a song about how God has given each one of us individual gifts to use them to the best of our ability, and so on. Yeah, they have a song about God. For people that think they're satanic, guess what? I know they have some other songs that are, most of their songs are kind of like, ooh, naughty, naughty. But, you know, and then go listen to the song Reason to Live. That's one song from the Crazy Crazy Nights album that helped save me too. At a young age, so God works in mysterious ways. We don't need to understand why he's working one way or the other. We just need to accept it and know that it's for not just our benefit, but some other people around us and the future, for the benefit that of people that were in my future. You know, at a really young age, I didn't know. I mean, yeah, I knew Jen when I was 10 years old. But do you think at 10 years old I thought I was going to marry her? No. But where would her future be without me? If I was selfishly taking my life at a young age that the Lord has given me, that He had blessed me with, Where would she be? My kids wouldn't be here. I want to have the friends that I do that turn into family. So I am forever grateful to God for working through Kiss and the other bands. You know, there was other bands too, but Kiss was the top of the list. And then at 16 years old, I got into um, my oldest sister invited me to her church, and and I was sitting there, and the Spirit manhandled me in a good way, and my brother. We were there seeing the Power Team. At 16 years old, I gave my life to Christ. By no means necessary was I perfect, or am I perfect now. Um, since then, but I was saved at the age of 16. There was a time where I did fall away for a little while, but like a lost sheep, I found my way home. So I had God save me through music. I got to the age of 16 where I started getting to know God and Christ more. Yeah, I fell away. I am a sinner. I fell away from God's good grace. God had mercy on me. He brought me back, and He lifted me out of the deepest pit of mud I ever thought I could ever be in. Heart attacks, hand injuries, developing seizure disorders, so on and so forth. You know, He gave me a new hope. Now, when I thought all else was lost, I was like, well, throw my hands up. What am I going to do now? It's like, Ron, to relax, just go make some fishing lures like you used to as a kid. Maybe carve some poppers, make some spinners. Just go relax until you figure out what you're going to do. And now look where I'm at. I'm making soft plastics, which I didn't know back in the when I was a kid I could even do at home. I don't even know if you could. I'm an old fart now. I'll be 42 this week. Um, so, of course, then again, 3 years ago, if you would have asked me if I was going to be making soft plastics, I would have laughed at you. You know, if you would have told me I would have owned an airbrush, if I would be able to paint the way I can, I would have been like, you know, it's like I can't afford this, that, there, or the other. I'm hand painting, carving, and stuff. You know, God saved my life. He brought me back to Him. I'm so thankful that God gave me the heart attacks and the other illnesses and injuries. So He brought me to this, what I'm doing now. And that all started many, many years ago. Before I was born, it was all planned out. So, keep in mind, the main reason behind this little rant, I guess you can say, is get to know God, get to love God, and most importantly, don't, yeah, hang on, get to know God, get to love God. Do not judge, because that's up to His final judgment. And realize God works in so much glorious, wonderful ways that we can't even fathom. I've seen people saved, out of situations kind of like mine, for going to cooking classes, and some art classes and so on and so forth. God works in mysterious ways. Okay? Main point. God works in mysterious ways. He loves us all. And he's looking to knock on each one of our doors. And if no matter what he has to do, he's going to send you in the right direction and get you there. Sometimes painfully if need be. And believe me, these were painful. But it brought me back to God. So that's why I'm very thankful for the heart attacks and the illnesses I developed since I've fallen away from God. It brought me back to him. So very happy. Um, if I had to do it all over again, I would in a heartbeat. So, that being said, you all have a beautiful, wonderful, blessed day, blessed week. And remember, where's the count? There's always new hope in Christ. He loves you, and I love you. Till next time, toodles.